Hello, this is Conversations with Akanimo. So I'm here with one amazing artist. Now, this guy, I met him a couple of years back, and the way he has grown in his music is something that is just a delight to watch. His name is Israel Naoma Isaac, but he just told me behind the scene now that Isaac is not really his name. I don't understand how that one came in. And he's popularly known as Izzy Smith. Izzy Smith is an amazing artist, and he's going to tell us a story. Izzy, what's up?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, welcome. So Izzy, you started from Uniben. You were a student at Uniben.
Yeah.
And you used to do music then. Then you moved to Lagos. How was the transition coming from uni? You were popular. You were like all those student celebrities, have you?
Yeah, not very popular, but
yeah, big boy in Unilag. So how was the transition coming from Benin to Lagos? Was it like Rema's own or?
Nah, it wasn't anything like Ramadan. Rama just came to Lagos and blew up. As of 200 level, I was done with school. I was tired of school.
As at 200 level?
Yes. All I wanted to do was do music. School wasn't exactly as exciting as I thought. Yeah. So there are times in school that I'll be singing and I'm crying. Do you understand? Because I just felt like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm not even supposed to be in this place, in this shithole school, whatever. So I really looked forward to finishing school to come to Lagos to do music big time. Yeah, so, and in school I was quite popular.
I knew you as at that time when you were still a student then. I knew that there was a time you had to go back to school. I think maybe after you had finished, you had to go back to school to do something. Like, I can't remember what it was, to do something. And you were so, like, the thing, did your mind at all? You didn't just want to go. What was it you had to go back to school to do?
I had an extra year.
Oh, you had an extra year. So after you finished school mentally by 200 level, they still gave you an extra year again.
You can imagine.
Because I know Nigerian students don't get extra years. They give us.
They gave me.
So they gave you an extra year after that. And then you went back, and that point, did you feel like dropping out, or did you feel like what was the emotions going? What were the emotions going through you at that point?
I definitely felt like not even going at all, right? But my parents had put in a lot of money. You can't just say I'm not going. After 4 years, you say it's just 1 year left, and you can't just say I want to leave it, right? I didn't stay long in Lagos before resuming school.
Yeah.
So I didn't have outside secondary school much of experience in Lagos.
Oh, okay.
Right. So most of my youthful connects were in school, right? Yeah. So I knew a couple of producers, a couple of instrumentalists. Like if there were concerts in school and I needed to gather people, it wasn't hard for me.
Yeah.
Right. In Lagos, it might be an issue, but not much because of mine and the likes. Yeah. But in school it was easy. So when I went back to school, all I tried to do was record. Right, met a couple of producers. That was the time we met too.
Yeah.
And then I had to go back.
We have history,
then,
I know.
And then we had to record and all like that. Yeah. So that was mostly what I did at that time. Went back to school, wrote exams and stuff like that. Came out. But what I mostly did at that time was just try to leverage my connects. This guy gets studio. We went there to record. There are times I would go to the studio. I'm a gospel guy.
Okay.
Right, and then I'm not a very street guy. So
I have questions on that, but go on.
Yeah, so I'm not a very street guy. So I enter the studio and I see guys just doing freestyle, singing about babe and stuff. You sing now. This guy is a good singer. And I'm like, guy, jumping now. I'm confused. All I know to think about is God loves you, and stuff like so. But it was exciting. I know I did 1 or 2 features then that didn't come out. But that was mostly what I did.
It's good it didn't come out too, because I want to imagine you singing about singing about shake your waist.
But the sweet thing is, I'm a good songwriter.
Okay.
Yeah, so I believe so. I think I am. Right. So if I write, it bangs. So
that one enter.
Yeah. So even if I don't get to sing it, if any other person jumps on it, I feel like
still
it
be
bangs.
good.
But usually, you can't imagine me singing it.
I'm trying to. I think you'll be good. You should try it one time.
Yeah, but
don't follow my advice.
But the sweet thing was that as of that year, my sound started to change. Initially I used to be the guitar guy.
Yeah.
Sing and play more like rock guitars.
Yeah.
Right. But then in that year, my sound started to change to have a kind of Afro fusion inside. Yeah, so
which is really cool.
Yeah, so which is what informed most of my writing recently. Correct. So what informed the couple of the songs in my EP were that style, not the initial
that you're doing
style.
right now.
Yeah, so some of the old songs, I feel like people might not even hear these songs anymore because.
And I feel bad about that because my favorite song of yours is still If I Leave, yes. And that song is just buried somewhere in your archives. I want that song to come out. Like when I have plenty money, I'll come and bribe you that I need that song to come out. That was the song that convinced me about you. I really like that song. So I listened to a song, and interestingly, I didn't even know you were on that song. That's Elijah Level by Gaze Baba. I've been listening to that song for long. I just enjoyed the song. I just feel the song. I think it was IT that now told me that it's Easy that wrote the song, and it's Easy that is on the song. That's when I now listened to it again and I heard your voice. Now that song is amazing.
Thank you.
And that song has gone far. What was the inspiration behind that? How did you think it up? Yeah, you've just told me that if you write it bangs, but tell me more.
Okay, so met Gaze Baba in 2019.
Yeah, and I want you to tell me about how you met him, how the whole...
Yeah, so how I met Gaze Baba was there was this event I was invited to.
Okay.
So I went there to sing. Gaze Baba was invited also.
Okay.
And so after I sang, then somebody came to call me to the back that Gaze Baba is looking for me. And the funny thing was that I think 2 days before that time, I messaged Gaze Baba on
Instagram.
Or I commented on his post.
Okay.
And then he said something about people joining his newsletter and stuff. So I DM'd him. I was like, I love what you've been doing because I've been following Gaze Baba since early time. So I was like, I love what you've been doing. This is my email. I'd like to be on your newsletter. Right then, coincidentally, that day he came, and then so they called me. Gaze Baba wants to see you at the back. And then I was like, Gaze Baba, you fun. I was like, where have you been? School. And then he was like, I said, yeah, I just even messaged you like 2 days back on your newsletter. He was like, really? Then I went back to work. I was learning development at the time, so I was in the office.
Okay.
And then he just texted me, Easy, are you free today? Meet me at Ikeja. His office is at Ikeja.
Okay.
Then I just packed my laptop. I was going to see Gaze Baba. Yeah, so since then we've been relating. He liked my songs. We sang, went to studio to record 1 or 2 of the songs. And yeah, so one of the times where we were just vibing, playing guitar, he was working on his album. I was like, let's compose a couple of songs. Right? So I contributed to a number of songs in the album. And then Elijah Level, that day I was just playing it. I was like, play something. And then he was just praying, and then we just wrote Elijah Level there.
Wow.
Yeah, we just wrote a verse. I wrote a verse, and then the song was ready.
Boom.
Yeah, but that was the easy part. To now record the song was now an issue. I think Adi Kabasa produced the song. We recorded that song for like 3 complete times.
Why?
The sound was not. So I'm usually very particular about songs I'm a part of.
Okay.
Yeah, so they recorded it first time, produced it first time. It was not coming out well. I messaged Adi Kabasa, my boss, he's not there yet. Started afresh, and Adi Kabasa is a very understanding guy. Yeah, and he's also particular about coming up with the right sound of a particular song. Yeah, so 3 good times, started the song from beginning to the end. Before we got to what we have now.
Well, I'm glad that you took all that, went through all that process, because that song is really beautiful. It was just funny that I'd been listening to it for a long time, and then I didn't even know that it was you on it. And the day I heard, I was like,
sometimes people say we sound alike.
Yes,
I
thought it was one person that sang everything, and I had to listen. I'm like, this is a nice voice with this, so very good. So quickly, singing music for you, is it fulfilling anything? Are you just doing it to pass time, or?
No, music was everything for me. From school, before school. Okay, and I used to do spoken words too that time.
Oh,
yeah, I used to do spoken words.
Okay.
I used to act. I used to write. No, I started with writing. I used to write novels.
Finally, you stopped that music.
Yeah. So one of the reasons why I went to school, I wanted to actually go to school, was to study how to write. I chose English and literature.
Oh, right? I see.
Was to further how to write. I used to imagine myself being a writer,
a novelist,
Ernest
Hemingway.
So went to school. School broke my heart. I just focused on only music. Yeah. So I didn't have any background of music as to just do music. Destiny and stuff. It was mostly just it was God given for me, and then I felt like it was ministry. You get like destiny, and I mean, so when I say destiny, not like the way somebody will say, I really, my destiny is just to be a writer. Do you understand? It's like God will have me be a musician.
Oh, I see.
So it's not like I have another.
So you didn't
choice.
have a choice.
Yes,
it was
so I
just
felt
something
like,
that you had
yes,
to just live
exactly.
into, flow into.
Yeah, so
that way.
Yeah.
If you had the opportunity to do, so let me rephrase my question. Let me say, why are you a gospel artist? I know we've had this conversation. I remember one time we sat in my house and we had this
many times.
Many times. Oh, okay, no, not one time. And I was convincing you to do secular music.
Yeah.
I think devil was using me that time.
Maybe not.
I was convincing you to do secular music because I just felt like. So my fear was this for you, and that's why I'm asking this question. I felt that at some point, you doing gospel music, you will just get tired and be like, "Oh, this is not the pay. Make I sing about Bom Bom. Maybe things will come out that way, you know." And I didn't want, and I felt that it would be bad you doing gospel first, then on that day just going all out. Yeah. So that's why I asked you that you need to sit back, think, and decide: do you want to do gospel? And if you want to do gospel, you have to really be. You have to know that this is what I want to do.
Yeah. So actually, at that, if you remember, at that time, I was also in the middle of choosing if I wanted to do secular.
Yes.
But I mean, pure secular, not like bum bum secular was the ideal.
Okay.
At the time. But I wanted to do, because I'm a musician, right? I wanted to just make good music because I write songs about friendship, about love, about general
You had
stuff.
one very beautiful love song that period.
Yes.
Like that.
You know, general life. So, and then, because we had a Christian background, you know, it's expected of you to get to sing.
Just be
Christian,
holy.
Yeah, just be holy.
Just be holy.
Like my dad, till today, my dad still tells me, "Easy, I like this your new songs, but I remember
wish you can give glory to me.
when you were untainted, like when your
What is that?
You guys, when your spirituality was still formless." You used to sing songs. You know, his favorite song of mine is still that "If I Live, I Live."
Are you for real?
Yes, so it's like,
because that song is deep. You say,
Yes,
if I die, I die. Anyone, let it be for Christ. The song's deep.
So he still likes the song. He still likes songs I used to write then about God and stuff.
But now you're singing Marora.
Yeah, but now I sing Marora. I sing God in Afrobeat. So he's not exactly familiar with God and that kind of music. Yeah,
So you are comfortable doing gospel music and you feel that it's a higher calling for you?
At the time. Now, I think that God is very comfortable with us doing very normal music, very regular music, as long as you are not singing anything that is
profane.
Yes, exactly. So now, I mean, there was Marora in the
and
EP.
Marora is I really love Marora so much. Very, very exciting song. In fact, I think in your EP, I listen to. So when I want to listen to your EP, I go and start from Butterfly because I used to save Marora for the last. And when I get to Marora, I now put it on repeat.
Yeah.
So I listen to like 5 times over and over again. And God, I like Marora so much, so very much.
Yeah, a lot of people too. Is a lot of people's favorite in the EP.
Well, maybe you come and play it at my wedding. So, Easy, let me just ask this last question. What's like the future for you and music?
So honestly, now music is not as 100 as it used to be for me up until 2021.
You have a distraction.
Yes,
you don't have Babe.
I'm not sure I played my guitar up to. Usually, I used to play my guitar nearly every day.
Oh.
Yeah, I can sit with my guitar 2 hours straight, just singing, worshiping, or whatever, right? In 2022, last year, I'm not sure I sat down with my guitar for 2 hours any day.
Oh, okay.
Because
what's the reason
work,
for that? Okay,
work, and stuff. So now, I'm not just thinking music, I'm thinking, I want to make money. Do you understand? And because I realized that, okay, music, especially when you're starting off, you need money to push it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So I'm more inclined to chill, make moves. You get. I'm thinking building startups, businesses, and stuff because I'm more.
But the music would never leave you.
No, not at all.
Because I think that you have something very special there.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Izzy. It was really good talking with you. I really appreciate it. Thank you, guys. And where can they follow you? Where can people follow you?
Oh yeah, Instagram is Smith, Twitter is Smith, and you can find any of my songs on any streaming platform, Spotify, YouTube Music, wherever.
Yes, and listen to that EP. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Izzy.